Hi guys, welcome to Drive Spark. I'm Promeet and today we are driving the all-new Audi Q2. Now this car took a while to come to our shows and now it's here and we're going to drive it for you. So stay tuned to this video as we tell you everything you need to know about this car. So now let's talk about the front end of the car, and since this is the sport line, the S line variant, you get everything in black, like whatever is in chrome on the other variants, like for example the elements around the grille that are all finished in black, and this looks absolutely fantastic and sporty. You also get this sleek looking headlamp cluster. Now the headlamp cluster features a DRL over here that again turns into a dynamic indicator, and you have the low beam, high beam and cornering light, everything integrated inside this. You do not have a dedicated fog lamp. You actually don't need it because the light is so bright and the visibility is so clear that fog lamps are literally not required. Also you get Audi logo, you get the Quattro badging over here, and you can see that there these are not vents but they look like vents to make the car look sporty. It has sensors in the front. Overall guys, the car looks extremely fantastic and sporty from the front end. So now let's talk about the side profile, and from the side you can see that the car is not that big. Yeah, it is definitely big when you sit inside. There is a lot of cabin space, but overall the car does not look that big. It's a pretty small size SUV. Over here you get body lines that actually merge, become one. As you can see over here, it points out all the way to the headlight, and over here to the tail light. Now you get a blacked out ORVM with an integrated indicator. Over here you get a roof that's half finished in black because of the sunroof. You get a shark fin antenna, and the rest of it, you can see that it's red and black. The combination is really nice. Also you get blacked out elements around the window trim. No chrome whatsoever on the car except the logos. You get the S line badging over here, and the 17-inch alloy wheels look absolutely fantastic. We wish that the color of the wheels could have been slightly different, something darker, and the calipers could have been painted in red or something or the other to really accentuate the car's sportiness. But overall guys, if you see the car from the side, it is small but it looks damn sporty because of these lines and creases. So now let's talk about the rear end, and as you can see that the rear end also looks damn sporty thanks to these LED tail light unit that are kind of sleek. They're not absolutely sleek but they look nice. They have a nice design and pattern to it. You get the Q2 badging over here, the Quattro badging, TFSI badging over there, the Audi badging over here, Viper along with the washer, defoggers, parking cameras. There is no chrome as you can see except these logos. It's all blacked out and it looks absolutely fantastic. Now to open the boot, you have to press a button over here. It's not an automatic boot, but you have 410 liters of boot space. You also get a space saver tire over here, and if you want more space, just put these seats down. They are a 60-40 split and you'll have more room for luggage. Now the boot lid is slightly on the heavier side, but keeping that apart, the car looks absolutely fantastic, and yes, this dual tip adds a lot of character. So now we have the driving seat of the Q2, and let me give you a quick engine brief. So this small car is powered by a 2-liter TFSI engine. That's a petrol engine. It's a turbocharged engine, and it pumps out around 190 bhp of power and 320 Nm of torque. Now the power and torque figures are excellent, and the car is blisteringly fast because it's small in size. And yes, it's mated to a 7-speed DSG gearbox that makes the shifts lightning quick. Let me just tell you about the steering first. The steering wheel, it's a flat bottom steering wheel and it is absolutely fantastic. The response is so sharp. Just with a flick you can just shift lanes, and it has all the controls. It has the steering mounted controls on the left hand side for the infotainment system, on the right hand side for your virtual cockpit. Actually the virtual cockpit can also be controlled from the left hand side as well. You can change the view and all, and the virtual cockpit is absolutely amazing. It looks something out of the future. it is definitely an eye catcher. And I mean, someone sees the car, I mean, the first thing, because my preference is the entire thing should be a map and the dial should be small, so it's like the entire thing is a screen, and yeah, it looks absolutely awesome. So let's talk about the suspension. The suspension is slightly on the stiffer side. It is good. The body roll has been controlled because of that, and the car, I mean, does handle really well. Since it's a quattro, it's a four-wheel drive, so four-wheel drive along with like stiffer springs, it is just, the performance is just awesome. The braking is also excellent, and this gearbox is, the DHG gearbox is so nice. All right, like so this doesn't have launch control, but if you switch off traction control and if you put it to S and you do your stuff like all of that, you're ready for a launch. Though it does not have launch control, but it will just shoot as soon as you lift your foot off the brakes. It is just too good. You also have paddle shifters if you want to shift manually, not from here but from here. So yeah, I mean, the car does triple digit speed in just no number, and it is a fast car because it's light. Obviously it is, so I'll just put it in sports, and it revs all the way to 6.2 or 6.3 at 62 or 6300 RPM in S mode. You also have different modes. So you have dynamic, eco, comfort, individual, auto. So the dynamic is the one where if you want to belt the car around fast, so dynamic, you have very crisp throttle response, and the steering wheel also stiffens up a lot. I mean, we'll recommend you to drive it on comfort mode in city because you will definitely stress out your hands. I mean, it's not that hard, but the moment you shift from comfort or eco to dynamic, it just stiffens up. You can feel the weight in the steering. So I mean, that's a good thing when you're at high speed. That is absolutely necessary because the light steering wheel is very risky, very dangerous. And yeah, let's talk about the seats. So the seats are very comfortable. They are I mean, they have good under thigh support, good lateral support, good shoulder support. They have everything, but they miss out on one thing that I don't know why Audi did not like think about it. I mean, just for the driver also they could have done it, but these seats are manual. I mean, yes, both the seats are manually adjustable. The driver side also, apparently. I thought that the passenger side, when I first saw the car, I opened the door and I saw a lever over there, the height increasing lever, and I was like, okay, the driver side must have a seat height adjuster. But when I came to this side, I was shocked to see. Anyway, I mean, there should have been I mean, since you're paying so much for the car, obviously you would expect it to have electric seats, but it does not have electric seat. It does not have rear AC vents. That's not necessary because the car is not too big. It cools down really soon. It's got a sunroof, and yeah, I mean, you will have no problem sitting and driving for a very long distance also, because the seat is absolutely comfortable. It is so good. It's all blacked out, and yeah, I mean, it definitely holds you well when you're cornering. When you're cornering hard, it will hold you well because of the side bolsters. But yeah, I mean, electric seats are necessary. It's not that you're paying, but at least the driver's side, if you want to adjust while driving, I mean, you'll have to at least stop the car because there are a lot of adjustments to be done. So overall, guys, the engine is absolutely fantastic. It's a 2-liter TFSI engine, petrol engine. Because of that, and the so it's made it to a 7-speed DHG, and the quattro setup and everything. The car is just fantastic. It is just awesome. I mean, I just love the Q2. It is it's a small car. It's a compact car. It's not that you will take it to I mean, in a busy traffic road and stop and go traffic also, you won't feel I mean, that you are the odd one out with a huge car standing in and struggling to go from here and there, left or right. But yes, I mean, it is definitely a fun to drive car. That's a big thumbs up from my end. It's a fantastic car. could work Audi. It's just that please, if you can introduce electric seats at least on the driver's side. Otherwise, it's a big thumbs up. I just love the Q2. So that was the all-new Audi Q2, and the prices for this particular variant starts at 48.89 lakh ex-showroom. I know the car is slightly pricey, but yeah, it definitely looks sporty and is excellent to drive around. I hope I explained the car well to you. If you need to know anything else, please mention it down in the comment section and we will get back to you on that. Until then, if you've liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, share and subscribe to all our social media channels. I'm Promit signing out. See you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Take care and be safe.